Hi there, this is Mike Larson, and I'm coming to you from the MoneyShow Dallas. And I'm here with Jeffrey Hirsch, the editor-in-chief of the Stock Traders Almanac.
Good to be with you, Mike.
Great, glad to be here. Jeff, you were talking a little bit about sort of how we got this bullish signal for the markets overall. But the next thing to kind of watch is small caps, right? I mean, small caps have been underperforming in general, but I think you were looking at something that coming to change here. So why is that?
Small caps have been underperforming since last summer, since August, I believe, of 2018. But we look at it from a seasonal standpoint, and we have a chart comparison of the Russell 2000 versus the Russell 1000, and there's this old January effect, which is small caps tend to outperform large caps in January. Really happens in mid-December, last 2 weeks of December that happens, and on our chart of the Russell 1 versus the Russell 2000, you can see that clearly the small fries start to kick in at the end of December, even start bottoming right around here in October, November. And we have a very nicely named strategy.
All right, what would that be?
It's called the only free lunch on Wall Street.
Come on, free lunch, I want to hear this.
It's a little tongue-in-cheek, it's a little cheeky, but it's one of the lines that the old guy, Dad, came up with. Basically, research from a long time ago and going forward, it showed that stocks making new 52-week lows on the New York Stock Exchange on December 15th outperformed the composite index itself by February 15th. We've been trading that live for a couple of decades now and tracking it in the almanac and the newsletter. And it works much better when you get a nice correction like we had last year. So it was kind of a fat pitch. But what we've also found is that December 15th, with the way the settlement days have shortened and the tax loss selling keeps going, it really is best to do it on triple witching or quad witching in December, the third Friday of December, just before Christmas and the Santa Claus rally. And what we do is we take it on a Friday, gives us Saturday to go through things, take a little time to do some research, make sure there's no fly-by-nights, and we pick just common stocks, no preferreds, nothing, no funds, nothing that's a new issue or had a special dividend, anything. Just a regular common stock over the past year. We use NASDAQ as well, Amex, but doesn't provide a whole lot anymore. And the basket we picked last December on the 20th, I think it was, up 25%. In roughly, some of them were a few weeks. Some of them, the last one we sold was stopped out of was March 1st, and it was a great basket. And we always pick the ones that are down the most. So it was about 23 different stocks down over 70% from their highs. And we're talking big bounce. And we had a 2% envelope around it for buying it. So if it was didn't go, if it was trading 2% above the close on Friday or 2% below, we didn't touch it. We don't want anything running away. We don't want anything falling apart. And then we had an 8% trailing stop, which was a little bit tighter than it could have been. We lost a couple. With that 8%.
All right. So if I had to sum up kind of where you're at, bullish on the overall markets, we got that signal. Bullish on small caps in particular for this kind of seasonal play you're talking about. Where do you see things going? I mean, I know you kind of have to see how things evolve, but as far as next year, heading into this kind of election cycle, how is that going to factor in for 2020?
I mean, our work with the election cycle, and it's a great question, incumbent presidents, there's such a power of incumbency. We have a chart in the 2020 coming out. It's in my slides and in newsletters and stuff like that. Incumbent presidents sitting presidents running for re-election, up 10.1% for the Dow. All election years, 5.3%, and election years where we have an open field, no sitting president, down minus 1.6. So priming the pump, how the government manipulates the economy to stay in power. I'm a little bit more bullish for next year than a lot of people out there, I think.
Perfect. All right. Well, I guess just to wrap things up then, where can people get information so as we head into 2020, they can follow up on your work?
StockTradersAlmanac.com and the book, Stock Traders Almanac, wherever books are sold, Amazon, wherever you want to go find it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Thank you, folks.